Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is Amen Clothing channel where we use pattern drafting to teach you how to sew different designs of dresses. Okay, so if you want to learn how to use pattern drafting to sew all kind of designs, then subscribe to this channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up. So let's head straight to the tutorial. So this is a shirt gown, okay, that has sleeves and collar. I'll be dropping the tutorial of the sleeve in the comment section, the link to the tutorial of the sleeve in the comment section. But right now we are going to be looking at how to get that very A-line shape of this shirt dress. Okay, this is what the shirt dress looks like, and this fabric is actually is a crepe fabric, but a very light one at that. So let's head straight to the pattern drafting. Okay, so you'll be needing your basic bodice front all the way to your hemline. Okay, and I'm going ahead now to extend my bust apart measurement, which is my nipple to nipple, all the way to the hemline. Okay, I'm going ahead to extend it all the way to the hemline, and you will see the reason why I'm doing that. So I'm extending it all the way to the hemline. Okay, so I haven't done that. I'll be using my ruler to join those dotted lines together. I'll be using my ruler to join those dotted lines together like so. Okay, so I'm joining all the way to my hemline. So I haven't done that now. When you're done joining on the dotted lines, which is the line for your bust about measurement, we'll head straight to the next thing. Okay, this is what it looks like. As you can see, my neckline is actually the basic for attaching a collar. I'm trying to show you guys what exactly everything looks like. This is bust point. I'm labeling so you get a clear understanding of what I'm doing. I want this very particular area to be fitted. So we're only going to be manipulating the dart of this very part that I'm marking star on. I want from the bust area to my waistline to be fitted. Okay, so we're only going to be manipulating the dart of this very area that I'm marking this star on. So that is the waistline. We are stopping at the waistline. So I'm going ahead now to open up this dart. Okay, I'm going to be manipulating this bust apart measurement, including the dart of the hip line that stops at the waistline. Please watch closely so you understand what I am doing. Okay, and be cutting all the way, all the way, all the way. As you can see, I did not eliminate the dart. I'm cutting at the center, which is my bust apart measurement. So once I get to my waistline, I'll stop. And then I'll be cutting on that waistline towards the side seam, not towards center front, towards the side seam, like so. Have you seen what I did now? So I haven't done that. I'm going to have to tilt it at the hemline to the very amount of A-line that I want. And so this is what I came up with. I've tilted it and I'm going to have to use my tape to hold everything in place so it doesn't move. And also the side bust that I'm going to have to remove it. But if you want your upper bodies to, if you want the upper part to be kind of free, then you don't need to remove the side bust that. You just let it be. But since I want a very fitted upper bodies, my client is actually for a client, she wants a very fitted upper area, then the A line will just be free after the waistline. So I had to remove the side bust that so it's more close to her bust area. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've removed the side bust that, and all the way this is what the waistline looks like, and my A line tilted. Okay, my A line tilted gradually, it's opening to the hemline. Okay, so this is it for the front. This is what we're having for your front bodies. Okay, this is what we're having for the front bodies, and we'll go ahead now to draft the back bodies. Okay, so for the back, this is my basic back bodies. Okay, this is my basic back. I'm labeling back. My neckline is also the basic neckline for attaching collar. This is also my waistline, my hip line, and all the way to my hemline. Also my dart and all the way to my hemline, okay? So I've gone ahead to also draw my bust apart measurement all the way to my hemline. So this is it right now. I'm marking the star to show you the bust apart measurement that I drew all the way to my hemline, okay? So I'll be using my scissors now to manipulate that bust apart line so it gives that very fit that we want for the back. So you watch closely. I did not eliminate the dart, as you can see. And I'm going ahead to also stop at the waistline like I did for the front. And I'm cutting towards the side seam, okay? Like so. I also go ahead to tilt this at the hemline to give me my desired A-line fit. So as you can see now, this is what it looks like. I've tilted it and gradually it's opening from the waistline. It's opening gradually from the waistline and to the hemline, okay? So this is what it looks like at the hemline. And I'll go ahead to cut these very particular patterns on my fabric and we'll head straight to the sewing on the sewing machine, okay? So for the sewing machine, we're going straight now to cover up where we'll be using for our buttonhole and also our button. And I used 3 inches, okay, before the center front. So when I fold in, I'll be having 1 inch because I'll be sewing on half inch allowance. I don't know if you understand. 3 inches after the center front. So when I sew, I'll be sewing up on the half inch, okay, and I'll be having 1 inch as what will be left for my buttonhole and button allowance. So I'm going ahead to sew it all the way down. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm sewing on the wrong side and it's going to be showing on the other part. Okay, I'm sewing on the wrong side. This very part that is folded inside is the wrong side of the fabric, okay? So that is where I am sewing on. And same thing we are doing here, we'll also be doing to the other side. I'll be sewing all the way to the hemline, okay? And you can see I marked my notch. I'm trying to make sure it aligns with the notch, okay? So this is what it looks like all the way down, okay? So I haven't done that. I'm going to have to join my front body, my front together. My client asked me to stop stitch it and add artificial button to it. So I haven't done that. I'm going to have to join front and back together. Right side facing right side. I'm joining the front and the back bodies together. Okay. So I'm going to have to shapen my side seam right now, following the number of seam allowance that I left. As you can see, I've marked my seam allowance and I'm going ahead to shapen following the number of seam allowance that I left. So this is an A-line and I will advise that you do not give so much seam allowance, especially on the A-line part. But your upper area, which is fitted from your bust to your waistline, you can leave as much allowance as possible. So when it's tight, you can lose it. But for the A-line area, which is actually free, I will advise you leave 1 inch or 1.5 inch, nothing more than 1.5 inch of allowance. So I'm going to head to sew all the way down. I actually used 1 inch here. So I'm sewing all the way down. So I'm going to be stitching when I get to the hem. And same thing also I'll be doing to the other side. But firstly, I'm going ahead now to sew up my shoulder line. Yep. I'm going ahead to sew up my shoulder line. Like I said, the tutorial for the sleeve, I'll leave the link in the comment section, okay? So this is what we came up with. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.